Hi everyone. So today I'm putting together the pages that are going to go in the signatures of the May junk journal. So I'm taking the leftover pages from the 12 by 12 cardstock sheets that you received in your kit. I used up a few of them already. One for the outside of the cover, one for the inside of the cover, and then the page of the postcards. I'm just cutting those out as I need them. The faux rice paper, I'm not going to put that in the junk journal like, folding it in half like I'm doing all the other pages. I'm actually in a separate tutorial, probably the next one after this. I'm going to make a pouch with them. I think I'll make 2 pouches that will work like inserts into the junk journal. So that's, that's kind of what my, the grand scheme of things are. That's where my brain's going on that. So I'm just taking these pages and just folding them in half. It does end up being quite a bit of pages, because I did the dyeing with, it's not really eco printing or eco friendly dyeing because I did use some alcohol ink, but I did like the effect of using the foliage as stencils. It really gave a neat look. So, and I think I had maybe 10 of those pages that I did. And then of course 6 of the tea dyed pages, so that's 16 pages to fold in half, and then the pattern on the newsprint, the book page. So I've just got some different things, and so I'm going to do 2 signatures, and each of those signatures are going to be inside this beautiful cardstock or scrapbook paper, whatever you want to call it. So, and I'm just bringing you through the process of how I like to put my junk journals together. It helps me to, process it in my head. I like to break it down, dissect it, put it all together, kind of organize. Because, when you've got all of this stuff just sitting there on the table, you're like, okay, what's the next step? What do I do? It's like it's all sitting there just staring at you. So we've got those signatures more or less put together as far as how we're going to do that. The next thing that I want to do is, kind of put together some of these fabrics and trims and laces that came with the fabric and lace bundle. So if you purchased that along with this kit, then you've got that, and this is a great way to use it up. What I like to do is fold everything in half so that I can use it on more than one page. And basically what I do on one page, I do on another page. And so as you're going through the pages, it's not like you have to think of something different to do on every single one. What I do to the front, I do to the back, or what I do to one page, I do to the next page. And it's really not so much, okay, I got 30 pages to design, what do I do? It's more like maybe 10 or 15 pages, what do I got to do? And, just grab some bits of lace, bits of fabric, some cheesecloth, just start cutting it in little bits. And right now, what I'm doing is putting all of it together, just for each page. And, just more or less measuring it out on how I want to distribute it between the pages. And then make a stack of, okay, I'm going to sew this and this and this. So I make, I make a pretty good little stack of everything I want to sew. Then get the sewing machine out and go like that. So following that process seems to help me best. I handle it more of The creative stuff will come, but I like to get through my basic steps first, and just kind of group some of the stuff together, some of these steps, like with picking out the cheesecloth, the fabric, the laces. I like to kind of go at it like that. And I'm not really worried about it being, perfect per se. All of these items are so pretty to use, and, I just like using all of them. So it doesn't really matter what page they get added to, or where at. I just slap it on and go. I can always change my mind once I get the sewing machine out if I want to go a little bit different route. But this just helps me, put everything into perspective in my brain. And that's just how I operate, I guess. Everybody has their way of doing it, and there are a whole lot more creative people than I am. I have to sit down, and I've got a certain amount of time that I have to do something, and so trying to force those creative juices, it's not really, I don't know if it's really possible. It is possible. I've done it many times, but it is hard to just sit down and go like, okay, I'm going to be creative now. It doesn't always work that way. So doing these steps like this, for me, it just helps to get the creative juices flowing, because as I'm going through these steps, I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to make a pouch with that. Okay, I'm going to paint some gesso, do some watercoloring, painting on that page. Like I'm kind of I'm thinking it through, for the next step, the next tutorial video or what have you. So this is some fabric tape that I bought years ago. I got it on clearance at Michael's, and I had bought quite a bit of rolls, but this is my last one. I'm down to this last one. Absolutely love it. I love fabric tape, and I just love these colors. Beautiful, beautiful pink floral. So definitely excited about using this. Absolutely love this lace. I'm sure y'all are probably sick of it. Y'all have probably been receiving it in the last couple of months, kids, but I absolutely love it. I'm just going to make like a little swatch is what I call it. Just kind of fold it and sew a little part on it. Just a simple little addition of color and texture. And I like to do that. I like to make little swatches, little tuck spots, sew lace, down the side of the page. It's a great way to add things, just different unique things to your components to your junk journal. Just kind of looking through, seeing, what I want to do. So I think I'm going to add some cheesecloth to that. So as I'm going, I just kind of, we'll pull the page out. And when I'm cutting my cheesecloth, because cheesecloth is kind of hard to cut, the material, I absolutely love it, but I just kind of squish it up in the scissors and then just cut it. And it's so much easier. You don't have to worry about the cheesecloth, stretching, pulling, snagging. So I really like doing it that way. And I think I'll put that there. That looks nice. I just love that rosette trim. Gorgeous. Now, I hope I remember what order these pages go in. I probably won't, but that's okay. I'll basically just take the, the stack that I have, the little piles, and just kind of divide them anyway. So I thought I'd go ahead and use some more of this fabric tape on this page. I try to get it lined up as best as I can. I like it to be pretty even, pretty straight if I can get it. And then I'll go ahead and put some more on the back. This is just how I like to do it. Whatever I do on the front, do on the back. It just keeps things going, just keeps things moving smoothly along, and will give me more time, to sit and be creative, for the next step. So I have stitched these. Got that lovely cheesecloth on the one side and this beautiful lace on the other. Absolutely love it. Just absolutely love it. And then just did the same thing on this one. And that beautiful rosette trim with a little bit of the netting. And what I'll do, I love that pocket. And I'll go back and probably add a little glue to the actual stitching on the back of the pages. It just helps to seal in that thread, because this is just copy paper, printer paper, most of it is, and it could rip out, if you're not careful, or like with the mesh pocket, it could. So, I just like to try to reinforce it anywhere that I can. So I'm just kind of sorting it through here. Like I said, I don't really remember which goes to which signature. I'm just kind of dividing it up as best as I can. Again, it doesn't really matter. Just trying to keep it even on both signatures. So just to give you an idea of what it'll look like, we've got them two signatures that we will sew in, and it's going to look really nice. I'm excited about it.